Hello everyone, my name is Jonanthony Rodriguez and I'm a 28 years old architect. Do you want to know how all this started? Since child, I have been interested in a lot of things related to arts. My hobbies were dancing, drawing, designing, music, and theater. When I was in high school, I didn't know what I wanted to study. There were a lot of options, but the one that caught my attention when I was in 10th grade was architecture. I finally knew that this is what I wanted. In 2016, I graduated from high school and I started studying architecture in Puerto Rico, which is where I come from. After 2 years of studying architecture in Puerto Rico, I decided to move to USA to continue my studies in the same major. I took this decision because of the Hurricane Maria in our island and for the difficulties that we were having with school in the first months. When I first got here, I decided that Valencia College was the best option to continue with my major. They even offered me in-state tuition because of what happened in our island with the hurricane. First, I took the PERT, then I enrolled in my classes and I started at Valencia in January of 2018. My future was under construction. When I moved here, English wasn't my native language. So in January, I started taking English classes in order to be ready for my concentration classes. Those classes were really helpful and they prepared me for my first year in a school that everything was in English. After I finished my English classes, I enrolled in New Student Experience class, which helped me to find my purpose in life, what was the best for me in my career, and what things I needed to know to become the person who I am today. Since child, I was always doing craft and designing things for my family, and because of this is that I found my purpose, which is to make people feel comfortable and different in their environment, while at the same time building a better future that is best for them. In my strengths, I got achiever, learner, focus, strategic, and responsibility. And I use all of these strengths during my years of my career. But the one that I feel that identifies me the most is achiever, because I really work hard for what I have now. At the same time, throughout these years, I discovered which were my values. My car, my family, which were always there supporting me, my degree in architecture that was my biggest dream since I started studying, and the memory that I will always keep is the time when I took the decision to move here to the USA in 2018. Time passed, and after 2 years in Valencia, I obtained my AAA degree in architecture, which led me to transfer to UCF. It was hard working with my full-time job plus school, but I was happy because everything was for my future. During my bachelor's degree, I did 2 internships, one in Spain and one in Brazil. Both of them helped me to grow in my major. Also, I did a minor in dance because that was my hobby since child, and UCF offered me that opportunity. Finally, with my bachelor's degree, I got a certification in interior design. In 2022, I said I did it. I obtained my bachelor's degree in architecture from the University of Central Florida. I couldn't be happier. My GPA was great, and now I was ready to continue my studies with my master's degree. Classes were harder and the competition was bigger. But guess what? In 2024, I finished my master's degree from the Universidad Politécnica en Catalunya in Spain, one of the best universities of architecture around the world. It was time to take my architect registration examination, ARE, which is to prove your knowledge and skills in all the topics of architecture, and is one of the steps to earn your license. After the waiting, I finally got my results and I got my NCAR license as an architect. I was ready to work and to put all my knowledge as an official architect. What do I do as an architect? I construct and design new projects. I use my knowledge to make drawings and plans. I'm in charge of the project before, during, and after. And personally, I make designs that are safe and good for the environment. Now, you may have been asking what skills I need to have. Well, I have the ability to see the big final results as well as giving importance to the smallest details. I understand things about history, cultural, and environmental concerns. Imagination and creative thinking skills are essential, and I also have the ability to critically analyze problems. Let's take it back to 2018 again. When I did my career interview, I found out that architecture was what I really wanted to continue studying. I chose this architect because he is the brother of my friend, and seeing him doing all the things that I wanted was just amazing. He gave me motivation and the reason of why it was a good career for me as a young designer. The Advising Center was another resource that helped me during college because I didn't know anything about what classes to take or what I needed to do. Shadia Thomas, that is the advisor for architecture, was always there to help me in anything I needed. It was a lot of money in order to finish my whole degree, but at least the FAFSA on my job helped me to pay for my tuition, transportation, food, and many other things. Now I can proudly say that I got a contract with Universal Studios as an in-card architect. All these years were of hard work, but everything was worth it, and now with 28 years old, I can say that I did it, and all the things that I wanted since I was in college are now real. I'm so amazed to see how far I have come. I can't wait to see what other things the future is going to bring.